But if you want to dwell on that past experience, that homeless experience, or that alcohol experience, and you feel that's who you are, then you're telling the truth. That's who you are. As a man or a woman thinketh in their heart, so are they. That's who they are. Okay? And the heart means your desires. That's what it means. Remember that. The heart it doesn't mean the heart in the chest. That's a wise thing. It's not talking about as a man, as I think in my heart, so am I. No, the heart is the seat of your desires. Whatever you desire, that's what your mind starts turning on. If you see a woman or a man, and this is going to be your future husband or your future wife, as soon as you saw that person, you started thinking about how you're going to get with them. The plan started going into motion. Isn't that right? As soon as you saw that car that you say you wanted, even though you broke, the mind starts to think about how I'm going to get that car. That means that you don't think until you have a desire. You got into this program, now you're thinking every day about this program. Isn't that right? You can't help it. You can't help it. You decided, okay, I'm coming to the program. Okay? That's what you wanted. You desired that, huh? Now you're thinking every day how you're going to graduate from this program. You're thinking every day how you're going to go back in society. Isn't that right? But only until you desire something does it happen. So those people who don't have desires, those people I don't really want nothing, I guarantee you they don't do anything. They walk slow. They talk slow. They don't want anything. It's wanting the right things in life that propels us and gives us velocity and voltage. And, what do you want? So I tell, this is what you need to do. You get yourself a journal. Always have your journal because you need to write notes all day long, all night long. You need to wake up in the middle of the night and have an idea and write it down. Fill up this journal, get another one. They only cost $1 or $2. Just keep filling them up and filling them up. And all your ideas and everything is in there. And you should have a to-do list of everything that you're going to do every day of your life. Mind management is time management. Time management is mind management. Those people who are not managing their time, they're not managing their mind. Those people who are not managing their mind, their time is just all over the place. You get up every day and you're in this program. They're going to make sure that you do what you're supposed to do in this program. But what happens when the program is over? You can't look at TV and sleep all day and say, you got to have something to do. You also have to have things in front of your face to help you visualize. So make yourself a board, what they call it, a vision board. Make yourself a board where on the board is the car that you want. On the board is the house that you want. On the board are maybe some suits or some clothes that you like. On the board are the things that you want, and you can see that in your room every day. It helps you with the visualization. And also, lastly, put yourself together a list of accomplishments, things that you would like to accomplish in your life. Maybe you've stopped dreaming. Start dreaming again. You want to climb Mount Everest? Put that on your list. You want to drive a car down at Laguna Seca? Put that on your list. You want to travel and see different countries around the world? Put that on your list. Put everything on your list. And then start crossing them off as you accomplish them. But you got to have a list first in order to do the things that you want to do, okay? So, lastly, the miracle, okay? We can close out on that. We started talking about what a miracle it is to have a cure, okay? And it is a miracle. But you got to see yourself first as that miracle. You got to see yourself. You got to see yourself for who you really are. You got to see yourself for the potential that you have. Remember I talked about the phone is not hooked up now? The phone is not plugged to the wall, huh? Isn't that right? So the technology is trying to keep up with us, huh? Don't you know that the nanotechnology is trying to keep up with us? That the artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence. This is real intelligence. You got to understand what you are and how valuable you are. And how powerful the mind is. It's the schemers in society that want you to drink alcohol. They make a lot of money when you drinking alcohol. Do you understand how much money they make when you drinking alcohol? They make a lot of money. You know how much they make when you use drugs? And they know, scientifically, they know this body, this mind, this brain is not supposed to have alcohol in it. It's not supposed to have drugs in it. But do you know that alcohol is more powerful than heroin, cocaine, and barbiturates and everything put together? It does so many things to the mind that the scientists are studying the effect that alcohol has on the brain. It has so many effects on the brain, it's unbelievable what it does. You would think that it would just shut a person down. But it doesn't. We just walk around, we just stagger. We just stagger. We just can't talk, we can't think straight. You know, but it's so addictive that we just keep on drinking it. We keep on drinking it, and some people just drink until they die. Because it will shut down the liver, it will shut down the brain, it will shut down the organs, because it's really, we're not supposed to have it. But see, if you understood how valuable you were, if you understood how precious you were, you would never drink alcohol. You would never use drugs. The only reason you use drugs or used alcohol or had an anger management problem is because you were dissatisfied with yourself. You were dissatisfied with you. And maybe your performance, or you weren't exposed to the right people, you weren't exposed to the right literature, you weren't exposed to the success, and so you turn to that. And a lot of us turn to alcohol with valor too, with courage. I'm not going to become a drunk. I know they're drunks, but not me. It's not going to happen to me. It's going to happen to anybody. Anybody. So when you understand how valuable this machine is, this robot or whatever this is that the soul occupies as it goes, you know, it's like a spacesuit. You can't live on Earth without one. Okay? You got to have a suit, you know, to live on Earth. When the suit is no more useful, then you can't live on Earth no more. Okay? You can look at it like that. This is a very valuable suit, okay, that we wear. And you want it to be pure. You want it to be clean. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Just remember yourself as a baby. Did you drink alcohol? Did you use drugs? Oh, they gave you all the right foods and they just loved you, and they just gave you everything that you needed. I mean, you were born, you were a miracle when you were born. Before you were born, they had a party for you, isn't that right? And they brought gifts and everything for you. And then and a lot of people say that the spiritual stories about the predicted birth. Your birth was predicted too. As soon as they saw your mother and father looking at each other a certain way, they knew you were coming. They started predicting, okay, here you come. And then when you come, and you come into the world, then everybody wants to hold you. Everybody wants to kiss you. Everybody wants to predict your success. You're going to be the president. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be wealthy. You're going to be rich. Isn't that right? They had to transport you in cars, and they had to give you clothes, and they had to do everything for you. They had to feed you because you couldn't feed yourself. They treated you like you were royalty. And somewhere around the 7th grade, we kind of lose it. That's when we smoke that joint or whatever for the first time, or drink that alcohol for the first time, or peer pressure starts to set in, and we start to lose it. And we start forgetting how precious school is. Wasn't school precious when you were in the 1st grade? Man, if your mama told you couldn't go to school, you'd cry. You would cry, because that was your social life. That was your whole life. That was everything. And it's something about being small, too. Remember, couldn't we smell the grass better when we were down there? Dirt, never even play in the dirt, and all that kind of stuff. We were fascinated with nature. We were closer to it, so we were fascinated with it. So remember this. The mind of nature has a mind, activates yours. Okay? The more you get involved in technology, TV, radio, internet, cell phones, MySpace, Facebook, all that kind of stuff, the less you live. So while you're in this program, go outside. Sit down. Sit by a tree. Go to the park. Nature activates your mind. When you're finished with the program, go to the beach. Go to the national parks. Nature. Look up at the sky at night. Look at the stars. Look at nature activates your mind. Nature makes you healthy. It's a miracle, isn't it? Isn't nature a miracle? And you were born in it. Okay? The successful creature. So now it's up to you, really. It's how bad do you want it? You know what I mean?